My name is Madi, and I am 14 years old. My classmate Emily's funeral was yesterday. I am writing this story through her eyes. The police had searched endlessly for her body and finally found it. They said she died from a gruesome bear attack. Intuitively, I didn't buy it, so it didn't really shock me that she chose me to expose the truth. As I was saying goodbye for the final time, she appeared to me in a vision and told me everything. So with that in mind, my story begins on a totally chill Saturday night. My parents went out on a dinner date while I stayed home and played video games. The children in my town were mysteriously disappearing, so my dad installed security cameras everywhere. I watched a couple of self-defense videos on YouTube, which made me feel a bit better about being alone. I went to bed early because the next day I promised my dad I would do some yard work. Set my controller down and forcefully dragged myself into my room. I then picked up my phone and pressed play to a Billie Eilish playlist. As I was brushing my teeth, I noticed that my window was open. I shrugged it off, then plopped down into my warm, cozy bed. Unfortunately, that was all I could remember. The next day, I awoke to a cold breeze and a half-eaten corpse lying next to me. I screamed. Gripped in my left hand was the kitchen knife I had used for dinner. My hands were covered in blood, and my clothes were torn to pieces. I felt calm, trusting that I would never harm another human being. I peered over my left shoulder, only to find myself at the edge of a small cliff. At the bottom, there appeared to be small piles of bones scattered in the patches of grass. I carefully crawled to my feet and slowly walked home. After 2 hours, I arrived. Part of me was denying my reality. The other was enjoying it. Without hesitation, I ran into my parents' bedroom and opened my father's computer, which had all of the footage on it. I was deeply relieved to find that I wasn't the killer. I hadn't known about the hidden camera in my room, but I knew my father would never do such an immoral thing. Besides, the brand was different. Anyways, as soon as I fell asleep, a tall, dark figure stealthily slithered out from under my bed. Appearance resembled that of a demon. Around its neck was a beautifully carved locket. I shook as I realized that I was witnessing my own death. The creature had stabbed me 9 times. It was at that moment that I heard someone calling my name. She sounded sad, but I recognized that it was my friend. I followed her voice and found myself at my own funeral. I fell to my knees weeping, but my eyes lit up when I saw her putting flowers on my casket. I felt at peace knowing that I had friends and family that truly loved me. Before I left this realm, I revealed to her the truth of what really happened. Subscribe for the next part.